Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading. We're going to see what's going on for you guys whenever you come across this reading. So take what resonates, obviously, leave the rest. You guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. What is Cancer need to know right now? As well, if you guys like these messages, make sure you like and subscribe. It supports me, supports the channel, and supports other Cancerian people, we'll say, who might resonate with these videos. So we have Sun with Spirit, which is kind of interesting because I was literally thinking about how we're coming up to your birthday soon. We have Fifth House with Creativity. And we have Lunar Eclipse with Change. Bottom of the deck, we have Pluto with Transformation. Okay. So, Cancer. Lots of Leo energy here with this fifth house and this sun energy. So some of you might have Leo in your chart. I feel like there's like positive changes happening here, a positive transformation that maybe you're feeling more creative or you're feeling maybe a little bit like excited about kind of like what's to come or about this change. So this would, again, it just seems like a good change in the sense that you're happy about it, you're excited about it. Even if it's maybe going to be challenging or if it's going to require hard work, there's an element of, I feel like, personal change here. And it's almost like it's reinvigorating you. It's like recharging you in some way, shape, or form. I really feel like your creativity or even just like the fun in your life is going to kind of like ramp up here. Ooh, boy. We have Uncharted Sea. Number 46. Yeah, it's like you're going somewhere you've never been before, but there's like excitement in that. We got a lot of cards here, so let me move these over here. We also have the Storyteller. We have Willing Release. And we have Into Me I See. Okay. Which is like intimacy. Is kind of how I read that card. We have In Perfect Harmony here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like for you, Cancer, there's this destination, this path that you're kind of going down right now in your life that might feel a little bit different. There might be some change. There might be ending of old cycles, stepping into new cycles. And things might feel a little choppy, or things might feel a little like, again, like kind of all over the place here. I'm getting like rough waters, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. That doesn't mean that it's not for you. That doesn't mean that you're not meant to like pursue something, that sort of thing. I just feel like this is just uncomfortable and maybe challenging because it's not something you've been through before. The Storyteller with this Willing Release. So the Storyteller is all about the stories that we tell ourselves, what we've been told growing up. You know, the stories, whether it's societally, growing up with our parents, in the households we lived in, the schools we went to, all kinds of stuff where we have been told these stories and they've kind of shaped our trajectory in life. And I feel like for some of you, there's some stories that you need to let go of in order to like write a new one. Even with this Willing Release, it's making me think of like Make-A-Wish. There's a lot of little stars in here, the dandelion that usually you kind of blow and like let the seeds kind of go. It's like, it's giving me like Make-A-Wish. Like, what do you really truly want to see? What do you want to experience? What's the story that you want to write for yourself? And really get clear with yourself, get close with yourself, get, intimate and vulnerable with yourself of like, how do you really want to live? How do you really want things to look? Because I feel like there's an ability for you to create your reality as long as you're willing to see through the change, as long as you're willing to move through possibly the uncomfortable process, right? It doesn't always have to be uncomfortable, but I do feel like this is like a big shift. that you could be making here or stepping into. And again, it's like it's time for you to write a new story for yourself, for your life, right? So let's see what else is coming up for you, Cancer. Yeah, we got Judgment, definitely. Definitely this energy of like, what's next, right? What's the next purpose? What's the next path? But Judgment also asks us if we're ready for that transition. Are we ready to step out of the old life and move into new ones? Are we ready to let go of the old stories so that we can write new ones, right? What else here? We have the Hierophant. We have the Justice card. We got the Emperor card. So you got 4 major arcana, which is crazy. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. So there's kind of this like, maybe the way you've been doing things, the stories, the values, the things that you've grown up with, the traditions. Again, are they serving you, or is it time to start a new tradition, a new value, a new set of beliefs? One that you reap the rewards of, one that make you feel empowered, ones that make you feel in, I don't want to say control, because sometimes we think that's like a bad thing, but kind of, right? Like in control of yourself, having a sense of authority and autonomy over your own life. Clarify this Emperor here for Cancer. We have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. So I do feel like there's an element of like kind of control, like you're in the driver's seat type of control. The 7 of Wands is a card of like you having to defend yourself, defend your position, right? Defend your stance. I think it's like really getting clear on what you believe in and what you feel is right, what you feel is, yeah, like right for yourself. What's this Justice card for Cancer? We have the Lover's energy. Yeah, it's like the choices and the decisions that you make, the things you align yourself with to have certain causes, certain effects, certain outcomes. I feel like you're starting to see things differently in your life. Clarify this Hierophant. It's almost like you're kind of having a bit of like a wake-up call, and Judgment would kind of be that way. We have the Hierophant, we have the Queen of Wands. And what's this Judgment card here? Queen of Swords. So yeah, it's like you're seeing things differently. You're having this like sense of a wake-up call where it's like it's time to change. It's time to shift. It's time to stand in your power. It's time to own your sense of authority. It's time to stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs, stand up for your values, create a life that supports you and your values. But I really do feel like this, you have to be willing to rewrite stories, rewrite narratives, rewrite beliefs, subconscious beliefs even. Like in order to make really big change, we have to do that really deep kind of inner work and go to the places that we have never been before in ourselves. Be vulnerable with ourselves, maybe be vulnerable with other people. Some of you have maybe, I feel like 7 of Wands, this Emperor, and then this Into Me I See. Some of you have not allowed yourself to look at certain things because it's uncomfortable, or allowed people to get close to you because it's uncomfortable. It reminds me of like the Cancerian crab shell, right? Like of just like how you guys are the crab and how you have this hard protective shell around you to protect you, right? But it keeps us from being vulnerable. It keeps us from connecting. It keeps us from really truly experiencing things, or it can, right? We can use it in different ways, obviously, but there's a new sense of beliefs or values that I feel like are starting to shift how you show up in the world, how your life looks. And I feel like it's going to bring out good energy. Like, I think you're really excited about where it could lead you, but at the same time, it's a little scary, right? There's kind of that double-edged sword to it. So let's see what your advice here is. We have the Strength card. What's the advice for Cancer? What is the advice here for Cancer? We have the Strength, we have the Five of Wands. Some of you definitely might have Leo in your chart. Both of those cards are Leo. And then we also have this Queen of Wands energy here too. And then we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Two of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So I really feel like this is about you. The Strength card is about going within, taming the beast within, taming the lion, right? I feel like there's things maybe within you that, again, need to be explored, need to be looked at. You might feel, there might be a lot of overwhelming emotions. There could be a lot of maybe different things that you're having to kind of look at. But ultimately, I feel like the more that you look at this, the more that you have the strength to go within and to address the shadows, address the conflicts within yourself, the more you're going to come into better alignment, like with yourself, with you and your higher self and where you want to go. I also think there's going to be a lot more self-love, self-care in the sense of like how you speak to yourself, how you communicate yourself, how you see yourself, right? So there's like this deeper healing around this internal state, and it's like affecting you personally, and therefore it's going to create a different reality, right? You're going to experience life in a very different way. So this is like super, super deep, but it really is about you discovering layers to yourself, getting rid of the illusions, the conflicts within your sense of self, and really getting clear and honest with yourself, being intimate with yourself, really seeing yourself, and also looking at like, okay, what maybe needs to change, what maybe needs to shift if I want to create a different reality for myself. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Let me know, obviously, down below if this makes sense for you. You guys can check out your other signs, like Sun, Moon, Rising, to get kind of like a bigger picture or just like a different approach. If this resonates with you, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you. And I will be back with some more readings. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.